Okay, today we're going to listen to a sample of someone who has a Spanish accent. He's from Mexico, and I was able to get this sample from the IDEA website. Very cool. They have a whole bunch of different speech samples there from all over the world. And anyway, I'm going to listen to that and then I'm going to analyze it and talk about the different accent issues if you want to sound like you have a standard American accent. Just kind of compare the two. So I hope this is helpful for you. It's probably going to be broken up into many parts. And this is part 1.
Well, here's a story for you.
I'm hearing an S sound instead of a Z on the end of here's. Well, here's a story for you.
Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse.
Sarah Perry. The first syllables of those two words should rhyme. Sarah Perry is how you pronounce her name. And veterinary. So the syllable stress is on the first syllable.
Who had been working daily at an old zoo.
So again he says an S sound instead of a Z sound for zoo. It should be a Z sound. Zoo.
In a deserted district of the territory.
The Z sound is still a little soft in the word deserted. Even though it's spelled with an S, a lot of times these words have a Z sound instead of an S sound. He needs to work on a Z sound. And territory, syllable stress on the first syllable, territory.
So she was very happy to start a new job.
Very with a V. In English, the V sound is just like the F sound. Your teeth are on your lower lip and air comes out. Only with V, your voice vibrates. Just like with Z, it's like an S where your voice vibrates. V is like an F where your voice vibrates. And he's pronouncing it as a B instead of a V. So B, your lips would close. V, they don't. Your teeth come out and touch your lower lip. Very.
At a superb private practice in North Square.
Superb, accent on the second syllable. It's different than the word super. Like something's really great, it's super. Accent is on the first syllable there, but the word superb is with the accent on the second syllable. And the word north. It sounded like he said it with a T, like Nort. It needs to be a TH. TH is where your tongue comes in between your teeth. North. A soft blowing sound, north.
Near the Duke Street Tower. That area was much nearer for her and more to her liking. Even so, on her first morning, she felt stressed. She ate a bowl of porridge, checked herself in the mirror, and washed her face in a hurry.
Okay, the words checked and washed, both things that she did. She already did them early in the morning. He left off the final sound on those words. He said check and wash instead of checked and washed. And for a past tense verb, we have to say that final sound. That ed turns into a T for checked. You have to say that sound on the end of these verbs or people won't know what tense you're talking about, whether it's future, present, past. Has to be checked or washed in this case.
Then she put on a plain yellow dress.
One thing to watch is the tendency to go really fast, especially when there's little words like put on a plane. Make sure you are pronouncing the right vowel, especially in little words like on. Because if you go too fast, it might sound like in. At first, to me, that sounded like put in a plane, yellow dress, which doesn't make sense. So put on a plain yellow dress. On, instead of on a dress. Also, the word yellow, the color yellow, it needs to start with a Y sound, where your tongue goes all the way in the back but doesn't really touch anything. Yellow. And it sounded like you pronounce it with a J, jello. That's something you might eat, a little dessert. Jello. And jello, the J sound, your tongue actually pushes off against the top of your mouth. With Y, it doesn't. It just goes straight back and kind of tightens up. Yellow. The very back part of your tongue might touch up there, but not anything like the J sound.
On a fleece jacket.
On a fleece jacket. I heard him say on a fleece a jacket or a fleece a jacket. There's a little schwa sound, a little in there, which is tempting to do when a word ends in or begins with an S. Sometimes you might stick that in there. Fleece a jacket, a school instead of school. Just watch for that.
Pick up her kid and headed for work.
Okay, picked up her kid. Again, you need to have that final sound, the T, picked, that takes the place of the ed for that past tense verb. He did get the ed on headed, but that's because it was 2 syllables. So just watch out for those 1 syllable past tense verbs. The ed turns into either a T or a D. In this case, a T. Picked up. Picked up. Also, I just realized that it's supposed to be kit. She picked up her kit. I thought he said kid with a D. So make sure you get your D versus T correct. D is voiced and not as much air comes out. And T is not voiced and more air comes out. T, d, kit, kid. Okay, that's the end of the first paragraph, and we're already more than 5 minutes in. So I will quit for now, and we will start on part 2 with the second paragraph. If you like this, please subscribe, and if you would like to book a session with me, please visit my website. You can schedule it there at clarityaccent.com. If you would like me to analyze your voice sample, just send it to me at carol.edgel@clarityspeechandlanguage.com. Thanks.